something, especially in doing like a little yard where the switch doesn't take up nearly as much real estate. So Ross, do they have like a website or?
Don't be straight west switch.
And they're all in the same level.
If you making all that noise?
Here, let's get it to a siding, let it cool down.
Yeah, that boiler's cool.
Yeah, here. Like that. Sorry.
Oh, that's cool. Maybe you guys can pivot. Drop it down the road.
gentlemen, welcome to our interviews here, and I'm here with none other than Mr. Caryl Youngers, President of the Western New York Railway Historical Society. Mr. Youngers, good to have you on.
Welcome to the Western New York Railway Historical Society Train and Toy Show. We're here at the Event Center in Hamburg, New York, as we are every year in November and February. This has been a terrific show. Good weather for a change in February here in Buffalo. A record number of people for our February show. Been very good.
So tell me, Mr. Youngers, how long have you been a part of the society?
About 1984. My membership number is 134. So that's quite a while ago.
Impressive. And how long have you been participating with the train show?
Since it's been here in Hamburg, which is, I believe, is 82. Was the first February show was in 82.
Nice.
This event center was built in 81, opened up for the fair for 81. And we're here in February for 82.
So I'm curious to know, what got you started with all of this with the society?
Well, always a love of trains for some reason. I really don't know why I got into trains. I didn't live by the tracks, but none of my family worked for the railroad. But I've always loved trains. And the society, I like history and trains, so here I am.
Absolutely. And I'm curious, what's the best thing that you like seeing at the show here? Like, what brings the biggest smile to your face?
People. People is what makes anything interesting and popular. The train show, you get a whole wide variety of people, all ages, all backgrounds, and it's just very pleasant talking to them. I like people.
Yeah, I can tell that we're kind of two in the same there. I like talking to people.
Yep.
And now, so when it comes to all of this, what's the usual number of tables that we have here at the show?
Well, in November, we're up around almost 400 tables. That's about as much as we can squeeze in here. I believe this show is maybe about 350. I don't know that to be sure, but about that. Yeah.
And how would people go about wanting to, get involved with the show?
Well, with the show itself, go to the Western New York Railroad Society website or Facebook, or come down to 100 Lee Street and see our museum. Of course, we have applications there as well as they'll be online. But come down. We have membership meeting nights, usually on a Thursday night. We're going to try to do those once a month. Get involved that way. See if you like it. Test the water.
Indeed. Take a little dip. You don't have to jump all the way in, but take a little dip.
Don't drown.
Don't drown. I feel like that's something that Devan would say.
Yeah.
But I've been coming to the show all my life basically, and I never thought that I would be able to be a part of this, let alone be on the board of trustees. But it's definitely one thing that I like to enjoy. It's not that often, it's twice a year, but you just get to see the excitement on people's faces here. And that's one thing it is. It's one about building community.
I also belong to the Devan and Buffalo Model Railroad Club, and we bring Thomas for the kids to play on with their rug and the little wooden trains. And that is always so full. It's so well received. It's probably the busiest place at the train show.
Besides the model railways?
No, it's busy. It's busier than the layouts. It really does go over very, very well. The kids enjoy it, and I've had parents tell me they come back year after year just because that's here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
I mean, because with me, I'm almost 28 right now, and my family still has all of that wooden stuff left. It's one of those things when you grow up with that stuff.
Yep.
I think that's what gets people more interested earlier on in life.
Well, it's hands-on, it's creative, and that's good for the kids to do. They need more hands-on things to do, not to be entertained, but to entertain themselves.
And not to mention to engage with their brains as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
'Cause I remember. I mean, people who watch the channel have seen some of the stuff before about how when I put the stuff up to set up the model
Yep.
stuff over on the rug as well. But I mean, it's something that anybody can do, and believe me, I do believe that the more this gets out, the more young people can come in and actually start being able to have the torch passed to them.
Yep. Yep. Very, very good. Well, thank you very much, and thanks for all you do.
My pleasure, Mr. Youngers, and everybody do enjoy the rest of the highlights. Take care.
Thank you.
and gentlemen, welcome to the train show. And we got a little guest interview here. I'm here with a fellow YouTuber of mine. This is Lego221.
How you doing?
Pleasure to be here, eh?
Yes, it is.
So tell me, I'm curious, Lego, how long you been coming to the show?
Oh man, I've been coming at least since I was, I don't know, 4 or 5 with my grandparents.
Kind of the all your life thing, like with me?
Yeah. I've been coming as long as I can remember.
Seems like a lot of the young people nowadays, eh?
Yeah.
Although I do have to say, a lot of things have changed since then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now, I'm curious, what's your favorite part of the show?
Definitely the layouts. The layouts have always been my favorite part of the show.
I would have to agree with that. Now, in regards to scales, because I know we usually see 4 main scales, although now it's been narrowed down to 2.
Yeah.
Would you say you're O scale, N scale, HO scale, or S scale?
Definitely O scale.
Yeah, like the Lionel stuff?
Yeah.
Or you more prefer Rail King or MTH?
I prefer Lionel. I mean, I've always had a tradition, you know, like we set up a train around the tree. It's always been an O scale set that I've had.
Same here.
At least since I was 7 or 8 years old, I've had an O scale set around the Christmas tree.
It's funny you say about that, because my family does, I think you've seen at least one of the Christmas videos on my channel there.
I probably have.
The Winter Wonderland Express.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
That set is now 21 years old, and it still runs as if I bought it yesterday. So shout out to my godfather for getting that for me 21 years ago, and that thing still runs like a dream. Still smokes like a dream too.
Yeah, I could not tell it was that old in the video. I could not tell that it was that old.
That's because I only bring it out for Christmas. That's one of the big things with a lot of railroaders, model railroaders, if you think about it, because they leave them out and they let the dust cover all of them. Well, the biggest thing you don't want to deal with is you don't want to deal with getting that stuff up in the gearbox.
Oh God, no.
Because the moment you get that up in the gearbox, that thing cuts it.
Yep.
So, I'm curious to know, if there's anything that you had to improve about the train show, what would that be?
More layouts, less toys.
Well, do remember that it is a Hamburg train and toy show.
I get. But I mean, I miss how it used to be. You know, we had the high railers, the N scale layout, the HO, and I think it was a G scale layout in the little conference room down the other end.
That's true. And you know, it's funny because I talked to those guys because they also used to set up at the Grange building at the Erie County Fair as well. And
yeah, I saw them over one time.
One of their leading members who knew me and my grandfather, he had said that it's all because of the lack of young people coming and showing up. That's one of the big things right there.
Oh, really?
Yes. One of the people at FCTT High Railers have said the same thing. It's so difficult to get young people into it as well. Think about that.
I didn't really think about that, but yeah, a lot of kids aren't really into it anymore. I mean, even most people my age aren't really into trains anymore. I knew a lot were into it when they were younger, but now they really just don't care.
Well, I think a lot of it has to deal with the fact of the environment of which they grow up in, if you think about it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, even people who I know who grew up in the 60s, 70s, they had old American Flyer sets as well. And back then, you would consider that cheap.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, I'll say one thing. If you think about things that I like that they added, BuffaLUG with the Lego user group, with that setup that they do all the time, absolutely beautiful.
Oh yeah,
the setup now, the Maritime setup.
Yeah.
Oh, chef's kiss.
See the Jaws set over there?
I did see that. It was an interesting thing. I'm more surprised with the One Piece pirate ship.
Yeah, I think I saw 2 of those over there.
I think I only counted 1, but I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure I saw 2.
I saw the old Creator car ferry.
Oh, yeah.
I had that set. Sadly, I disassembled it. But it was fun while it lasted, not gonna lie. Now, I'm curious, would you be one that wants to join the Historical Society at some point?
Definitely.
How old are you now?
I'll be 17 in April.
You know what's funny? You're the age that you can join as a member. That's right, folks. If you're at least 16, you can join the Historical Society as a member.
Really?
Didn't help me. I joined when I was almost 24.
Huh.
But that's due to my internship with the Steel Plant Museum as well.
Ah, yeah, that sounds about right.
Now, if there was something that you could do to attract more people to the show, what would you want to do?
I'm not sure, honestly. If there was some way we could get it, maybe more social media attention like you and I are trying to do, if we could do something like that, or maybe I'd get like Channel 4 to pick it up and like just advertise it.
They have come here every November, believe it or not. I would personally say, if we had to think about it, start looking for like high-profile people who are here who are very community-oriented, because it's all about the community. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, that's one big thing that I often look at. This is all about the community here. Everybody that's here is a part of the community.
Yep.
Heck, there are a lot of people who come in from out of town as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's another thing that I've said. You can join the Historical Society Discord.
I think I did it at one point. I don't remember.
Yeah. If you did it before, I'm sure you'll probably have to do it again eventually.
Yeah.
Now, out of curiosity, if you could recall the best memory from the train show in your life, what would you say it is?
I'd have to say it was probably one of the first. Specifically, I can't recall, but it had to be one of the first times that I came here because my grandfather and a couple of his friends have I think it's a 1/8 inch scale club that they have. I'm from Eden. They've got a club back there, and they used to have a train here that you could like ride back and forth on a line of track on.
Yes, I do remember that. God, I wish those things would come back again.
Yeah.
They did show up, I don't remember how many years ago it was. Well, I'm pretty sure it was less than 2 years ago, because I remember seeing their little green and black locomotive there.
Yeah, that was a different club.
No, still.
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool seeing those.
Yeah, it was.
I remember the one time, I don't remember what year it was, but they brought Visco's Company 6 in here.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. It was literally sitting right in the middle, standing in its glory, and I was like, God, I wish I could have climbed up inside that thing.
Oh, I would have wanted to do the same thing.
That was one of my greatest memories here. I will never forget that.
Yeah.
Though it wasn't as good as seeing it in Gowanda when it was fully operational back in 2011, I think? Either that or 2009.
2009, if it was 2009, I wouldn't remember. I was born in 2009, I wouldn't remember that.
But I mean, it's a fun show, you know?
Yeah, it is.
I really wish other places in this area would do more shows like this. It's just so difficult when you have to try and fit it in one place.
Yeah. I know the main show building we're in, it does have another building attached to the back of it.
Yes, and I have heard from many people that they would love to see more of that space open in November. Slight issue with that, the Festival of Light is up, and they use that for storage.
Exactly.
But I definitely think things are changing.
Yeah.
Hard to say for better, hard to say for worse, but
yeah,
all in all, I mean,
at the moment we don't really know yet if it's for better or worse. We'll find out, but at the moment we don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun. It's fun coming here. It is fun experiencing everything. I mean, I'm nearing the end of my youth, but I still feel like a youth here. Because it's just it's that thing with the hobby.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that I wish more people would enjoy instead of just the electronic stuff of this age.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. In the railroading community in general, the railfan community, definitely train simulators, they have their place in just the like the train hobby as a whole. Like the simulators have their place, but at the same time, nothing can really beat seeing it in person.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I still remember the first time of going to the Arcade and Attica Railroad and seeing number 18 run.
I think I've been down there once. I don't remember. Probably when I was younger.
Yep. Last time I remember was in middle school, and that was like, I think the last time I saw it run before it had to go in for restoration.
Yeah.
But then again, that's putting a lot of distance between that because you're having to go back to, again, like 2009, 2010 era.
Yeah.
But, well, I mean, it's been a fun time. I'm glad that I'm able to come and do, work for these shows.
Yeah,
and
I'm glad I'm able to come here. I mean, I just wrapped up around school for a little bit. I'm off from today till next Sunday. I'm off for midwinter break.
Well, it is President's Day weekend, don't forget.
Yeah, it is.
But hey, I mean, you know, Lego, I'm glad that we were able to join and to have this interview.
Yeah. And if you're looking for something to do first weekend of March, I'm one of these student stage managers for Eden High School's production in Greece. Tickets are available at the Eden Musical website if you're interested.
Yeah, I believe we had a discussion like that. Strange thing is, on the 1st of March, I'm heading to the show in Erie, Pennsylvania.
No, our show is the 5th to the 8th. I said first weekend of March. Oh,
I see.
Yeah, it's the 5th to the 8th if you're interested.
I would have to look. It's just work schedules are tight nowadays.
Yeah, understandable.
But hey, I mean, there we go, folks.
If you get a chance, just hit me up on Discord.
And anybody, I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure you check out Lego 221's channel. He mostly does music content.
Yeah, it's mostly like, I mean, I'm a self-taught drummer. It's mostly drumming-related content.
You know, it's funny, if my grandfather was still alive, he'd probably love your channel because he was a drummer.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. But folks, there we go. There we have it with this highlight from the show, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And make sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out Lego 221's channel as well if you like to hear drum music. Thank you very much, folks, and see you around. Welcome back to the interviews, folks. I am here with Miss Jenny Laskowski from BuffaLUG. This is our BuffaLUG user group. Jenny, good to see you again.
Nice to see you.
So tell me, Jenny, how are things going at the show?
Oh, really good. It's been a busy weekend. Everybody's enjoying. We bring the big layout set up, and this time we went nautical with a lot of different ships and boats. People are loving it. Got the trains running, so it's been great.
I remember seeing one of the sets, the old Lego Creator Car Ferry.
Okay, yeah.
I used to have that set, and I decided, I was like, I went through a phase of taking everything apart and wanting to build everything together.
Yeah.
And like, God, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Well, it's always a lot of fun because we get as many adult fans looking at the display who are nostalgic and are like, I remember having that, or, you know, I remember having that train when I was a kid, so yeah.
I do remember when they did the history of Lego train stuff, and I saw all the old things there. And that just blew my mind how things used to be.
Oh yeah, they used to have an old 9-volt system on the track. It was a little tricky to keep it running, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize that Lego trains had been around for that long.
Yeah. I remember my brother getting his first set probably 1980 at the latest, so yeah. Yep.
Dang. So how long has BuffaLUG been doing this at the show?
BuffaLUG's been here at this show probably a good 5 to 7 years that they've been participating. I've been a vendor for at least 10, but this is a popular one with all the members who like to get the trains out. So lets us get the train displays going.
I mean, pardon me for saying, but I think Lego trains are probably some of the most underappreciated things out there.
Absolutely.
And this is my analysis, knowing how long I've loved Lego trains. The fact that so much of it's tied to the city theme. They don't branch out to other themes half the time, except if it's like Christmas or Halloween.
Yeah, that's mostly it. But yeah, it's an area where Lego could definitely introduce more sets, especially geared towards adults, and sell more.
Absolutely.
Sure.
I mean, that's kind of why when I look at the things, there's the Polish company called Kobe that I brought the big black and red locomotive in for display. The was that 2-3 shows ago? I don't remember. But apart from that, so what is it that you guys at BuffaLUG vend here? What do you guys do at the show?
Typically at the holidays, BuffaLUG will bring ornaments. They'll bring little miniature buffaloes made out of Lego that we sell, and that all raises money for the shows. Then we have a few members who like to sell. We've got Mark, one of our members, selling sets. You've got me here selling minifigures, custom stuff. So
yeah, and I understood you had I believe you said this. I believe it was actually the vendor setup day. The fact that one of the things that was there was NFL Lego stuff.
Yes.
Because that stuff with the copyright, nobody has been able to get that from the NFL. Not even Lego has.
No. And it being such an American sport, I'm not sure how hard Lego will try. You know, they've gotten into football a little bit, soccer football, but not American football.
Yeah, that I believe they did a partnership with Adidas. And they did a pair of soccer sneakers with I think a soccer minifigure in that
Yeah,
set.
and they did the Barcelona stadium. The soccer stadium was a huge set that they did, more geared towards adult fans of Lego. So yeah.
So I'm curious, what would you say is the best part about the show for you guys here?
Just getting to see the same kids year after year. I've got some that I've seen when they were 5 years old, and now they're teenagers, and they're still into Lego or whatever, but just seeing the same families come back year after year is a lot of fun.
You like to see the evolution of everybody, and just see how one thing continues to draw them in.
Definitely.
Yeah, that is definitely something that... Yeah, it's funny when you say about the show, and you get to see literally like almost every generation that is alive. You have the oldest generations who remember playing with this stuff decades back. I mean, with Lego, it's a similar thing, and then you get to see the youngest people. And that right there, when you see the smiles that come across people's faces, that right there, I think, is something that is probably the best satisfaction you can get.
And you can tell a lot of parents and grandparents have been waiting for that first grandchild or child to get just old enough to be able to bring them and introduce them to trains, introduce them to Lego. You know, it is special to see.
It is really funny when you mention that, because I started playing with toy trains when I was 2.5.
Okay, yeah.
But granted, I come from an older generation of kids, #millennial. I was taught how to take care of that stuff back then.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's a lot harder with the electronic age. And with Lego, I started when I was like 3 with the big Duplo stuff.
Oh yeah, most kids are starting 2 or 3 with Lego, and kids are starting, 4 or 5 years old with the Lego trains, and they hold up to that play. They're fine.
I mean, I didn't get my first. I don't think I got my first Lego train until I was maybe 10, 11?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually probably was 11, because 2009 the Emerald Knight came out.
Oh, okay, yeah, so you got a little step up, yeah.
Well, considering that it was at the time the only fully realistic looking Lego steam locomotive with
Most
active
definitely.
drive rods,
Yep.
I was like, I want nothing else for Christmas besides that.
And that's still a holy grail set for a lot of people.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! When you see what people ask for that,
Yeah.
$300 to $500 for that, I was
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
no way I'm selling mine.
Yep, for
No,
sure.
I bet probably right behind that is the Maersk train,
Yes.
because that I got too.
Yeah, that is a collectible one as well.
You know, I'm curious, Jenny. How you're just one of the vendors, right? You don't participate in doing any of the construction over there or anything?
I do. I always bring a few things that I'll bring along. I have a couple mocks over there. I brought a couple ships to display. But usually I'm over here manning the vendor booths. So I just try to bring some builds that will coordinate, and then that's about it.
Got to have a little bit of variety in there.
Yeah.
Like, considering how I'm seeing there is what looks like an airport terminal, but the only thing landed is an X-Wing.
Yes, yes. Hey. You know?
That reminds me of, was it last show that you guys did the Marvel versus Star Wars
It
bit?
was either the last one or the one before, yes.
That's one thing I always love is the ever-changing theme. I remember
Yeah.
last February you guys had the Valentine's Day theme.
Yeah, we try to keep it different every time, you know. So the ships is one we've been talking about, and it definitely has been fun.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one thing I love. Just being able to take things that will literally catch anybody's eye and just throwing it all together. Well, not completely throwing it all together, but putting it together in a way that makes someone say, wow.
Yes.
But hey, I mean, it's great to have you guys at the show, because if there's one thing I know that children love, it is Lego.
Definitely.
And anything that someone can get to bring about that happiness inside a child, that right there is probably one of the most genuine things you can see in this day and age.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if nothing else, happiness is something that everybody should be able to see on someone's face.
Definitely.
But hey, Jenny, I appreciate you being
Much
able to
pleasure.
interview.
Thank you.
And everybody, we'll continue on with the show. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, 4 engines?
The worst part is I have the tools to check it, but they're in the car.
Incoming behind you.
They start today, Daytona?
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
The 500 is tomorrow.
Okay.
Supposed to rain tomorrow, thank God.
Well,
Supposed to rain about 3 o'clock down there.
why? Why is it a good thing? I don't think those guys can do well in the rain.
They haven't before.
What?
They haven't before.
So you're trying to do
So I'm trying to...
that speed on those corners, even though that, lubricant, which can be water, doesn't hold them to the track.
I mean, they run rain tires, but that's only on the road courses. As far as I know, the only one.
the fences around it. Last night, they couldn't get any response out of the relay. This morning, he said he got response out of the relay. He unplugged it, put it back in again, so my fix is done. The one that...
It's actually just right in it, I think. I think that's over there. It might not be, but I thought it's really
Scale.
Welcome back to another highlight, everybody. And with these interviews, we have one of the founding members of the Western New York Railway Historical Society. This here is Mr. Devan Lawton. Devan, great to have you.
The living legend.
I should say so. So, Devan, I'm curious, how long has it been that you've been doing stuff with the society, with the train shows?
Well, let's put it this way. I was one of the founders of the Railway Historical Society in 1980. There were 7 of us that started this organization, and we brought it out to where we are now with, you know, hundreds and hundreds of members. I guess we're doing something right.
And I do believe, you could say for the cameras, that you are a former railroad man, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm still a railroader. Yeah, I graduated from Williamsville Central School in 1967, A year later, I ended up hiring out on the Lackawanna Railroad and worked there for 45 years, which including not only the Erie Lackawanna, but also Conrail. The times when I was furloughed, last time I worked 3 years down in Binghamton on the New York Susquehanna Western. I was the superintendent of the Tonawanda Island Railroad, which is in North Tonawanda, goes over the island. Worked for the B&A for a short time. Qualified Grand Central Station in New York City. Ran trains up the New Haven line, up New Haven, Connecticut. So I was qualified there. It was fun qualifying on the Grand Central, which was 2 stories high, and it was all in the dark, of course. But it made you appreciate it. And then occasionally, when I was working out of Selkirk Yard, we were still manning the trains for Amtrak before they had their own crews, engineers and conductors. So I got a chance to fire, on Amtrak. I got qualified to Syracuse. I went as far as Boston on the Baltimore and Ohio, or Boston and Albany, excuse me. Someone shoot me to hear that. And then going down the west side of the Hudson River down to Grand Central Station, which I already qualified on.
And I understand you had quite some experience with the rails with the Blizzard of '77.
Oh yeah, Blizzard of '77 in Buffalo, New York. You know it well.
And that was you got shots from one of the ramps of the rotary snowplow we have.
That's right. There was an embargo on Buffalo. Only certain people could enter the city limits because of nothing was prepared, and they were working on doing it. But one of the major things they had to do was people that worked on the railroad and other, like fire departments and all that. It was mandatory to have them because we had so much to do that wouldn't affect, the highways and all that stuff, but still get, business conducted to businesses and all that stuff. Well, there was a retired rotary snowplow. It was built in 1896 for the Rome Watertown and Ogdensburg, and it was kept up there. As soon as they found out about the blizzard, they sent it to Syracuse and then into Buffalo. So anyway, with that in mind, I said, boy, the old ears peeked right out there and says, Devan, you got to go down and film this thing. It's all right. It's all right. So nice seeing you, lad. Anyway, I heard about the snowplow. The rotary was coming out on a Niagara branch because there was a snowplow out there, a wedge plow that got derailed.
Ooh.
And it was right by the right downtown. And Lake Erie was maybe 400 yards away. So you had all that snow coming off the lake right over the... Come on, can I have a sip of your coffee? No, I'm not.
Come on, Devan.
I'm in for the... You just said pocket.
I'm married. I tell you, if I wasn't... What can I tell you? Anyway, so I heard about this rotary snowplow that was coming up because the plow was derailed. They had to open that line so they could get the passenger trains and the lines going up to Niagara Falls, and then some into Canada, some up for the facilities up there that weren't hit from the blizzard. So I heard about this, and a good friend of mine, Jim Crosby, he's a native of New York City. He ended up coming up. He's a big rail fan, and he worked for Kodak in Rochester. Exceptional person, photographer, rail fan. So we got a rapport set up. And I said, listen, I'm going to go out and shoot this plow. You want to come up? So he drove his car up to my house, and the two of us got on, went down where the plow was, and so I'm there. I know there was an embargo, but anyway. So I'm down there getting prepared to take pictures and videos and all that stuff of this thing working. Nobody else was around. Nobody could. But I knew the rotary snowplow was on its way out. We just opened the thing up so they can open the line. like I said, at least get that thing re-railed, open it up so they can take off. So it wasn't long that I was up there that Jimmy had gotten out of the car, and I'm up there talking to people. Now I'm standing on top of this caboose, or the snowplow, and I walked on top. Right from the snow, I walked right on top of the plow. So I'm up there, and all of a sudden I look behind me and I see a police car. And I said, okay, well, let's see where this goes. So an officer came up and he says, is that your car down there? I said, yes. And I said, but, you know, there's an embargo on Buffalo. I said, I know, I work on a railroad. Oh, that's an exception. Yeah, I had to come up here and take a look at what was going on. I didn't tell him I had to, was getting paid for it, but I told him that. And I said, that guy there is with me. And that's all I said. What am I going to do? Say he's from Kodak? He's a Railfan? Hey, he made the own conclusion of what I said. He turned around and said, okay, thanks. Just had to be careful. And that was the end of that. And then I went down and photographed it. Movies on the rotary plow. I even had pictures of me where the impact of the thing. I was standing in front, and they were 14 to 15 feet above me in height of where it was, just to get to the plow.
Man.
So I got that all captured, and then I got them coming in, blowing the snow out, and coming right up to where it was.
Yeah, and I know you've put that in one of your programs with the society before.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen those photographs.
Yeah. Put those in.
Tell me, Devan, with the train show, what's the contribution that you usually do? Are you usually up with the Williamsville Depot?
Well, like I say, I'm one of the founders of the Railway Historical Society, and I'm the photographer for the organization. So any of the events we have in our station on the Lehigh Valley, the old Lehigh Valley, in Williamsville, or Orchard Park on the old BRM Pier in Baltimore, Ohio, down at the HDC, the Heritage Discovery Center, where we have our museum and exhibits and all that stuff, along with other historical societies. So I'm the photographer for any of the activities that go on, record it, and I'm able to give it out so everybody can see what I'm doing. And you know, put out the information of if you want to join us, fine. If not, if you want to look, that's fine too. Everybody's got their own threshold. But at least I made it a point to be able to show what we're capable of doing and fulfill what we say.
Indeed. And regarding the train show, what would you say is probably the part that brings the biggest smile to your face?
Everything. I enjoy life. I enjoy all the things that I do and other people do. Their contribution when they're not getting paid to do anything, like examples here. Everybody that from our, I'm on the board of trustees, and I'm working with all the other guys and women, both, that participate. And we're glad to help each other. None of us get paid. None of us want to get paid. We like to get it out, enjoy life, get things out for other railroaders, rail fans, for the general public to come out and enjoy things. And that's what we do. And I'm proud to be part of this and continue to do so. I just got re-elected back in the Board of Trustees last month.
Yeah.
Well, I must be doing something.
I think that's an understatement.
Well, anyway.
Well, Devan, I do appreciate being able to come for the interview.
Oh, it's a pleasure, and thanks for tuning in.
Everybody, this is founding member Devan Lawton.
Good night. Have a good day.
Catch you in the next part of the interviews.
All right.
Little sticky boy.
People are going to be parked.
Because nobody here wants to drive to Rochester for a show. You might get more people to say.
All right, 50-50 for $167. There's no name on the ticket, so hopefully somebody's here. Here's all 6 digits. 242. 132.
This is a repair kit. The 256 drill and tap and 48.
No, it doesn't. Probably, yeah, right? And like 40 minutes. Yep. Oh, okay. You got it.
So we're watching.
15 minutes for the 50-50 raffle. You haven't had a chance. We're almost at $300 for the collection, so you might be in on a $150 bonus here. So come on up. You've got another 15 minutes.
We gotta find the black convertible. Where was the accident?
Yeah, I know.
It was going down good. It was going down really good.